Africa Tech Friday is welcome to this segment of Network Africa. Entrepreneurs are aware of the risk of telling others their great ideas, but what can you do if the person is not an employee or business partner with whom you shared your ideas with runs off and starts a competing business? The originators of an idea often feel cheated when their idea is commercialized by others. It is important to appreciate, however, that more goes into a successful company or product than just ideas. To discuss this on the program is the CEO and MD of Novia Films and Solutions, Anthony Novia. Mr. Novia, you're welcome to Network Africa. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
How was the journey for you starting out as a startup or an app developer? Did you experience an idea theft?
Yes, of course. We had some issues. We cannot name names right at this point, but apart from electricity, apart from the issues of trying as a startup businessman, you have issues concerning electricity, how you're able to get your ideas together, and the law's not really so encouraging. In the 80s, you could have an idea and they'll tell you it's just an idea, but not today. You know, an idea could be worth $1 billion, and then you have a lot of people copyright infringement, taking out what you have. You know, those are issues, a lot of issues, and the government is not aware of the high potential, the potentials of the technology world today, you know, as against the other parts of the world. You know, so these are common issues that you face, and you have the multinationals taking advantage of growing entrepreneurs, you know, because they have the weight to suppress them. You know, these are issues that you normally would face, especially in Nigeria.
And did anyone ever steal your ideas?
We are in court right now, so I cannot name names, of course.
Okay.
We have that issue, yeah.
So how important is it for startups to protect, you know, their own intellectual property?
Well, I think the law in Nigeria is a little bit too stiff at this point. You know, it's still very old. For example, you want a patent, it has to be scientific. You know, but today, in today's world, you have ideas, simple ideas that are being built into applications, not necessarily scientific, and they're worth so much. You know, so I would think that one of the things that should be looked into is the legislature, the laws governing these things. It should be revised. Things have really changed. You know, if somebody makes the normal effort of writing up an idea or taking out time to do a business survey and maybe the financial projections, and it's been submitted to a company or an organization, there should be a level of protection. It should not be exposed to anybody just jumping on it, and then because they have the clout to suppress you, they suppress you. It's been happening over and over, and the government is not looking at the potentials of this, because in the world today, you look at other countries in the world, its application development is a critical wealth-creating avenue, you know, for a lot of people. People have been, not just one person now, because when you have an idea and it's good enough, it creates a whole company, and you have a lot of people employed, you know, and it's great development for the country. So if you allow companies, bigger companies, to steal your ideas and suppress you, it's to a large extent affect the economy at the end of the day. These are issues that should be looked into, you know.
And how can anyone who's just starting up a business, who's putting together a startup, how can that person protect his ideas from being stolen?
Well, in Nigeria today, I cannot say for sure how that is done. There are other countries have, I think to a large extent, they have understood the implications of this, and the copyright laws have changed in other nations. But in Nigeria, I think the best way to do this is to sensitize the government, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary. They need to have a complete ICT program. You know, it should be, and the press too. The press has to put it out there, you know, make the people aware, make the government aware of the potentials that this holds. There are a lot of things that have been overlooked.
Novia, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. We understand you have a lot to talk about. We'll be calling on you from time to time. That's Network Africa today. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani.